Hey fam, you're listening to Becoming You, the podcast for adults figuring it out. Now let's get into it. I'm an adult. What am I supposed to do? Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Becoming You, where we talk about all things adulting. And today we're talking about money. We're having money talks. Very adultish, very matured conversation. And I will not be doing this alone. I have a guest on today's episode. His name is Dakbor. So Dakbor, before we get into our money talks, can you please introduce yourself to our audience? Like introduce yourself. Who are you? What do you do?
Okay, all right. Hi everyone. My name is Oladapo and I'm a data analyst. I work at Cardinal Stone Limited.
Hmm.
Cardinal Stone is an asset management firm. They deal with money, they handle
It's
money
sounding
for
like
you.
a big
Do the
place. You're
best.
sounding like a big man, but that's nice. That's nice. Chairman is here on today's episode.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. How are you? How are you doing?
How am I doing? Yeah, I think I'm doing pretty well actually. Right. It's been pretty chill. Actually. December for me was a lot of going out, so I'm just
I saw
recovering
that.
now.
And we might even as well start our money conversation from there. But like, are you feeling this beginning of the year energy? Do you feel energized in some kind of way to conquer the world in 2026? And are you hearing sermons like that so in church? Because in my church, they're like, this is our explosive year. We have to explode. So like, how is it on your end? So do you feel pressured in a way? Are you feeling this new year, new me energy? How is the new year?
No, so I think for me it's a bit different because I always
Oh,
have pressure.
okay.
It's just another week, in my own, in my own opinion, right? It's another week, and I think
Mm-hmm.
when you plan your life around like things you do often, things you do
Mm-hmm.
every maybe 3 months, basically
Okay.
looking at a year will not be new year new me. It's just like the next quarter. I need to plan
I'm
for the next
improving.
quarter. I need to
Mm-hmm.
plan for the next 1 month, and if taking it step at a time, you need to add some more pressure on yourself, and that's the way I think
Mm.
about it. So
Yeah,
if
sounding
this is
like all these
pressure.
cool kids. All these cool kids. Like I'm not into this new year, new me thing. Like it's for you guys. We
Thing
get
is,
it.
I used to, right? But like, I just thought about it. That, I think we had this conversation about how much pressure it's actually like
Yes.
adds to one. So I think that is how to figure out a way how to make your own plans.
That's true. First was on a Thursday. I felt like it was just another Thursday. I didn't feel like it was like a new year. And I felt so
Yeah, I slept
pressured.
well.
I
I
I
slept.
felt so pressured. I made a post on thread where I was like, it feels like I'm running on a treadmill and I didn't get a moment like to catch my breath and it didn't
To
just feel
catch
like,
your
I
breath.
was starting something afresh. So yeah, I get it. We should just see self-improvement as a routine thing, like you said. It's not something that's supposed to happen like only after 365 days or 366 days.
Exactly.
Sure, that's nice.
Exactly.
That's food for thought. Don't worry, we'll think about it. We'll think about it. So I want to ask you some this or that questions to get today's conversation started. You don't need to explain, just answer. I want simple answers. Then if I want to hear more, I would ask you more
Okay.
questions. So the
All right.
first question is this. Do you have a I deserve it mentality? You're going to buy it, or are you into planning and budgeting?
I do planning and budgeting.
So you're not like one of those people that when you get your salary, you have to treat yourself to a special meal on that day just because you've been working and you deserve it.
Oh no, I treat myself to special meals randomly. It doesn't have to be just that day. I eat my
Okay,
money
okay,
too.
okay. You like dribbling. Don't worry, don't worry. I'll catch you. So, are you a side hustle person? Like you need to make all the money you can make, or you like resting? You just do what you can, 9 to 5, and you rest.
Mm, I think I'm a mix of the two, right? But I think
Mm.
more 9 to 5 actually. I
Oh, then
mean,
you rest. So you
recently
have.
I've been more 9 to 5.
Oh, okay. So would you say you have like a great work-life balance?
Yeah, reasonably. Yeah, I think I do.
Oh, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Ashwebi or savings.
I do savings.
I
Funny
like
enough.
I like that laughter because now we can bring in that December talk. On your like that was WhatsApp status all through December. It felt like you were the one, like December was created for you. You were outside. Groomsmen, Agbada boys, you were outside. And I was like, how are you coping? Like, how did you manage to attend the number of parties you attended in December? How did you do it? How did your finances survive? Really?
So I think a bit of planning and budgeting. Weddings I
Okay.
attended were like weddings that I knew about all the way in August, right? So I had in
Oh,
mind,
okay.
okay, I'm not going to do any concerts or that is so my own concerts were parties, wedding parties that I had planned for.
Mm,
I had a wedding on the 6th, I had a wedding on I had EOY on 13th, I had I had a wedding on the 18th. So it's been back to back like that, but I already planned
yeah.
them and budgeted for them and I looked at some money for that already. I withdrew the
Oh.
mint since October. So I got the mint
Oh,
for the entire period since October. So I
can
started
you
somewhere and
imagine?
I was
You did plan, oh. So you
no,
already knew the amount you were going to spend at all the
exactly.
parties,
Yeah.
and you did not
Got the
go
budget for
beyond
them.
budget, did you?
Nope. My cousin's
Eh?
wedding, right? Cousin's wedding, he said he asked if I was going to join the menu suit. I declined
Yeah.
because I know that was going to
Oh,
go beyond my budget, right?
yeah.
And I joined the what was it called? The men in Agbada, which is fine. That cost us some money, but
Well,
like that was within my budget. Immediately went beyond my budget, I have to decline. That's part of where self control comes in. When you plan well,
yeah.
you can always control some things.
Yeah, you said something that I found interesting. The ability to say no. Like in that kind of situation, the person is your cousin. It's like they're telling you to do something of honor, and it's like, oh, you look maybe better in suit and all of that. How did you find? How were you able to say no? And how did your cousin feel about it? So is it a guy thing? Is your cousin a guy in
Yeah,
quote?
yeah,
Like,
he's a guy.
so is
Yep.
it? Do you feel like it was he understood you because like it's guy?
So I think for me, right,
Mm-hmm.
the ability to say no is one thing we all need to learn. And
Yeah.
I learned this the hard way. I think so this year I actually learned to actually say no. Trust me,
Oh.
the number of Ashabi I actually saw were not the expected. I had to turn down some actually. Yeah, oh, I'm
Oh.
sorry, I won't be able to come. Or I'm sorry, I won't be buying Ashabi at all. You get. So I
Oh.
think it
Okay.
starts with what your budget is. It starts with what you have in mind, what the plans you have. So if anything is
Mm-hmm.
going to go beyond your plans, you need to be able to say no. Else you start adjusting,
Yeah.
adjusting. At what point do you stop adjusting for others? At what point do you stop like bending the rules for
Yeah.
others? Right?
Mhm.
You need to
Mhm.
be able to put yourself first and understand that okay, I'm first, you are probably second. Then I mean, if there's
Actually,
allowance, like, sure, you can come in. If there's no allowance, oh, I'm sorry, I won't be able to join. My cousin took it well because they understood that, fine, I'll be able to buy clothes for
the
actually like
Agbada,
the
yeah.
Agbada already. So, I mean, it's fine, either of the two works.
Oh, that's actually really great. But you said you learned your lesson this last year. You know, you learned how to say no. Did what happened? Do you
Oh,
want to share your
no.
backstory?
No, no, the part where you keep taking everything. Oh, this is my guy. I need to turn off for him. This is my guy. I need to turn off for him. And
Yeah.
then at the end of the day, you are done with zero naira. You have to start borrowing money to live through. And I know, nah, nah, I'm not doing that this year.
Yeah.
I just have to like, no, 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 no. I'm not doing that
Oh,
this year at all.
okay. And when you were answering like that question, the last question, you said a lot about saving. So when you get your and like your income, your salary, is the first thing you do to save before you spend? Me now, I spend before I save. So save or spend, which comes first?
So I think there are two ways to think about it. So I think it depends
Okay.
on the
No
kind of
explanation. Yeah,
responsibility.
this is still this or that
Okay,
though, but
I think
yeah.
I do savings first. I do savings first. All right,
Oh,
I do
you
savings
save
first.
first, then you leave the remaining one to spend. Oh, okay. We'll still get into that. So do you do like is your savings fixed or flexible?
Very flexible.
Oh, and is it like monthly savings or ajo? Are you into
No,
ajo?
monthly savings. Ajo. Nope,
Have you
nope.
ever
I'm not
done
into
it?
Ajo. Yeah, I did it this year. I did this year. At some point, I just
Oh,
felt like it
last
was
year, last year. I'm sure you're
oh
referring to
last year.
last year.
Sorry,
We're in a
I
new
did
year.
last
You
year.
see, people that are doing quarterly, you guys forget these things. So yeah, we're in a new year. Oh, okay.
Sorry, I did last
And
year.
what was
And
ajo in English? Trip. What's
as
ajo?
no, no, sorry,
If
Ajo.
you're listening now, please tell us in the comment section. What is ajo? Ajo esusu in Igbo, I think, and ajo in Yoruba. What's this in English? I don't
I think
know.
it's
But it's when a
just
group of people
savings.
come together
Yeah, comfortable to save.
to yeah, you save money and then you start packing. I have a bad experience with that. That I would never do it in my life again. And this experience was in secondary school, funny enough. So
Wow, that
we
is way
had
back.
yeah.
Wow.
Eh?
So
What did
that's
you
way
say?
back.
Way back, oh, but it hurts me deeply. Like we had like I think towards the end of the year, we usually had
Mhm.
like our inter-house sports party. And inter-house sports, everybody wants to have money, you want to buy things, you want to enjoy, you want to flex. And I attended a boarding house. So my parents would usually give me pocket money for the term. And I started saving, I started doing a job with this particular babe. So when we collect break money, 100 naira, we'll give her 15
Yeah.
naira, we'll take 15 naira to spend, and we give her 15 naira to save and all. Then Inter Sports Week came, and this girl came to me. I think the Inter Sports was like on a Tuesday, and she came to me on Monday to tell me that our money was stolen. The whole
Eh?
thing was stolen.
Eh?
I cried bitterly. I felt so hurt because, like, what do you mean they stole our money? And on Inter Sport Day, I saw her buying everything. She was enjoying, she was flexing. She told her parents that they stole the money and they sent her another money. And
It
me,
was-
like, I had no what to. I was so hurt and broke. Oh, like, so like that experience was very bad for me. And I was like, never again. Ajo, never ever again. You did last year. Did it go well? It was smooth. It was.
it went well actually because they were
Oh,
colleagues, right? So it's just like, oh,
oh.
you wanted, if maybe you needed money urgently, you could just use that job. Do you get like about,
Mm-hmm.
I think about seven of us, but
Oh,
to me,
oh,
I
okay.
felt
So
like
would you?
there was no return on investment, so it was a waste of time to me.
No, I think that ajoy is good for is good when you're working towards when you have a particular thing you want to buy, like, and you need
Mhm.
like that money to come in bulk, so you're able to
But
make that
yeah,
purchase. Yeah, that's when ajoy is good. It's not to multiply, it's not for multiplying your income. It's just like you're keeping money somewhere, then the money comes and you're like, oh, okay. And if you park first, it's even bad because you
that's the one.
you have to be paying debt. So yeah, it's not all that, honestly, it's not all that. um so before we continue, goal I had set for this pod is to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And currently on YouTube, when we recorded the first episode for the year, we were on 288, and now we're on 295. So yay, that's progress. So I'm announcing out, like, thank you to everyone that
That's
has like
progress.
hit the subscribe button. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed. And please, we have like a milestone to hit of
Okay.
1K subscribers before the end of the year. So please, if you're listening to this right now, hit the subscribe button on YouTube, like the video, share the video. And if you're listening and if you're listening on any other platform, Spotify, Apple Music, please follow. Thank you so much. Thank you. So Dapo, when I was preparing for this
Thank you.
episode, yeah, I was thinking about how nobody really teaches us about money. Nobody talks to us about money in Nigeria or in the Nigerian context. Like, we go to school, nobody teaches us money management in school. Nobody tells us, oh, you start earning. When you start earning, this is what you do. This is what you do. This is how you distribute your money. No. In the home, in our family too, we do not have like a face. I don't think we ever get to a phase in our lives where our parents will just sit us down and be like, you're already an adult, you're already grown, you start earning money. Now, these are the things you should do with money. These are the things you should not do with money. That did not happen to me. I don't know if it happened with you.
Not
And
at all.
also, do you get? And I feel like the only place we get to hear about money is in the church. And they have some dangerous rules about money. Very dangerous rules about money. First fruits. See, people, before you come for me or anything, I am a Christian. I believe in these things. I do them. I pay my tithes and all of that. But they teach us about money in this very dangerous way where it's like you have to give to receive. Not give because you want to give, not give because you want to help, but you have to give so that it can be multiplied. You have to pour out all your income so that miraculously you will get money. So really, we do not have any. Nobody just takes their time to just teach us about money or teach us to like have a very
Mhm.
healthy relationship with money. They tell us money is the root of all evil, but prosperity gospel is thriving and it is blooming. So it makes me just wonder how we get our first exposure to money. I will tell you about mine later, but I'm really curious. I want to know your own. Like, how did you learn about money management?
So I think for me, my very first exposure to money was way back in
Mm-hmm.
secondary school. Right?
Secondary
But
school. Oh.
so I'll explain. So I had a friend. His name is
Mm-hmm.
Me Ognipe.
Shout out,
This is
shout out.
we have this. We call him Posy basically. That's another story for
Okay.
another day. Posy
Okay.
was he had this mentality of saving everything that comes to him.
Oh.
Posy was the type of person that he buys things from issues. Right? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
how you going to buy this thing on how much? Or take it to school, 200 naira, 500
Mm-hmm.
naira. At the end of the
Mm-hmm.
time, you're buying something of 10,000 naira. I'm like, that's mind blowing,
Wow.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Mm-hmm.
okay. I mean, from the little I'm getting now, I can be able to do something. Because
Yeah,
when I was SS, when I
actually.
started buying shoes for myself, started buying belts for myself in school, some of these petty things you
Oh.
buy, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was way back in secondary school. So when I got to uni, right? A lot of people thought I was a rich kid, not because I had
Yeah.
a lot of money, but because they think I
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of money.
Mm.
I mean, there's a way you spend that people think you have money. When you have money and you have cash, even though you've saved up that cash, people think, oh,
Yeah.
this is your monthly inflow or your
Mm-hmm.
periodic.
Mm-hmm.
Why these are just your savings you're using to do these things. So I think
Well, that,
being able to learn that from first-hand experience from people that have
yeah.
done. Whenever I think about it, it's always very funny. I spend a lot, but I always plan before I spend. Way from way back from secondary school. The reason
Yeah.
what really spurred it was because I didn't grow up in uh in the Adeleke their family. No, no. So I have to make do with what I have.
What you
You
had,
get.
yeah.
Yeah. When you're working with scarcity, you need to be able to plan. So
Hmm.
there's
When you're working
actually
with scarcity, yeah,
need to be
true,
able to
true.
plan. So that's what sport.
Well, it's very interesting to see that when I was being duped in secondary school, someone already learned how to like just already understood money in a better way. At the time, right? Investment had not come into the picture for you. It was just
Oh
like
no, no,
save
just
to
savings.
purchase
Yeah.
to buy the things that you want.
Yes. Yes.
Do you think you need to have a level of discipline to save?
I think, yeah, to be honest, you need to have a decent level of discipline, right, to save.
Well,
Because sometimes you just want to, oh, I want this, let me get it. I like this, oh, let me get this. Those things you don't need. Oh, I just want this,
you
let me
get
get it.
them.
And then
Hmm.
you're left back to zero.
Do you think when there is a need to be met, saving becomes easy? It's like you need to buy something, so of course you'd know that you should keep money so that you'll be able to like just have this accumulated funds to be able to make that purchase. So do you think the fact that you had something you wanted to buy, you had a need that you wanted to meet, it made saving your money very like much easier for you?
Yeah, sometimes it makes it easier that way, right? Because
Yeah.
you have like a goal you're trying to achieve,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you have
Yeah.
like a true north that are thinking about it. Oh, maybe you're trying to buy a car or something. Oh, you're already
Mm-hmm.
imagining, oh, how you're going to cruise in that car. That is like a motivation you're going to use. Yeah, for me, I think saving is just, for me, I see like, oh, save me. Like savings, save me later. Think about it.
Yeah.
Not just to buy something. Just, oh, when there is no inflow, or that I survive on. That's the way
Well,
I think
that's
about
true.
it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I learned that very recently. Like recently. So, like we said, like we established, yeah, nobody teaches us how to do these things. And growing up in an African home, in Nigerian home, I learned money habits from my parents through observation. Not like they sat me down to tell me anything, but I just saw the way they were with money. On the one hand, I had my mom. My mom is a spender. She saves too. I mean, she tells us all the time to save. She says it, but I look at what she does. So she's that kind of person that she's always there to meet our wants. So on the one hand, she's that person. On the other, there's my dad. My dad plans. He plans everything. Like,
Everything.
and it's a kind of good thing. Like, it's a good thing in a way because he has been able to meet all our needs. And he always had that emergency fund. My mom always has like emergency prayers. I can't call my mom when I need emergency money. Nah, it's just prayer and everything. But my dad, on the other hand, like when I call him that, oh, I'm stranded, I need this, he's always there to like just come through because he knows how to just plan ahead. In fact, I think the only time I and my dad sat down to talk about money was when I was about renting my first place in Lagos at the time. I was working on a project. They had not paid me for that project, but I found a place I wanted and I wanted to pay the rent. So I went to meet my dad to borrow me money. That day I heard talking and I was like, maybe it's the money I said you should borrow. And it was like, in life, you don't make steps without planning your life. Why are you renting a place when you don't have the money? Did I send you out of this place? And I'm like, money is coming in. Just borrow me the money and I will return. Like it was a whole
I will fund you.
conversation. And I was like, don't worry, keep your money. When I look at my friendship circle, like girlfriends, I see my mommy, most of us. I see us spending money. I see us. It's not like we do not save, yeah, because we save, but we want to satisfy our wants. We don't want to just be working and we don't have that nice hair, we don't have that nice thing, that nice bag. And I want to know, do you think there is a gender conditioning happening when it comes to money? Do you feel like men look at money differently and women look at money differently?
That's a very big question. So
Feel free, feel
I
free.
think so. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we look at money differently in the sense that
Mm-hmm.
for a guy
Mm-hmm.
there's a social construct of being the responsible one for the family, being the one
Yeah.
providing. So when you see money, you're not seeing money as, oh, you're seeing it as like a tool to get the things that will make life easier for people around you.
Yeah.
You're not seeing it as, oh, this is a tool to get to flex or to get money to
Mm-hmm.
get things I want. Not thinking straight, oh, I need to get these shoes. I need to get you have sent money home. You have bought something for your babe. You have taken your babe out on a date before you even think of buying what's it called? Even a cap or something. Do you get?
For
So I
yourself.
think
Mm-hmm.
the societal construct of men being the provider. So it has changed the way a lot of people think about money. A lot of guys
Mm.
actually think about money. And then there's like a social construct of, oh, ladies want to be babied, right? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
and so they just want to baby themselves more and more. But guys not thinking that way
Yeah.
because you think you have responsibilities. You get so
Mm-hmm.
you are switching to survival mode a lot of times. Oh, I need money to survive. But a lady might be thinking, oh, I need money to sponsor my I need to just sponsor my baby girl lifestyle. This
Yeah.
lifestyle cost. And
The
basically you want to
lifestyle
get
cost
things that
of
make you look good, make you look
yeah. Investing in
make you
your
feel
looks. That's what we call it. We're
exactly.
investing in our
You want to
looks.
invest in your look. But
Yeah.
most guys, you rarely see guys that actually even invest in their looks that much. Do you get? So I think
Yeah.
that's one of the things that I think that it might be a gender thing, but just the way society sometimes don't even know you're doing, right? Just because of how
Mm-hmm.
people are doing things around you. You already like
Yeah.
in your subconscious, you are doing it also. I think that's how it is
Yeah,
amongst
there's I
growing up.
feel yeah, I get you and I'm on the same page as you are. There's a social conditioning that happens like unconsciously. Like I feel like I don't know if I took some things from my mom, I took some things from my dad. As a firstborn, I have to take planning too and just being
Mhm.
there for my siblings financially. But I lean towards my mom's side like a whole lot. I money is to be spent. Why are we working? Because we need to spend money so that we can have a soft life
Sure.
and enjoy life. Life is
Exactly.
short. Life
Of
is short.
course.
Let's
Of course.
but I've been thinking about my life recently because I've never really worked in a structured environment. I have never had a retirement plan, like just worked in a place that would come with all these benefits and they'll give me like retirement plan and all these things. It has never happened to me. And I'm approaching my late 20s and there is no structure in place and I'm getting scared. But before we, get into that, there is one advice. I feel like the worst money advice I've ever heard or the most unuseful money advice I've ever gotten is do not buy something if you do not have money to purchase 2x like two of that thing. At first I believed it, but I don't know if you believe me when I tell you, like every big thing I have purchased in my life, I bought them with my entire savings. So like if I am waiting to get two times of the money or of the money I need to buy that thing, I feel like I wouldn't have gotten it. And in this time and age, delayed gratification does not it's not working anymore because things are getting expensive by the day. And it's like just buy it already. Just last year, was it last year or last 2 years? I made a purchase like that. I even borrowed money. Like I borrowed money to make purchases like that. I just feel like it's something I need. I want to buy it. I have savings. Maybe I've saved up to 70%, borrow 30% and buy it. I want to know, like, do you think this is do you think I'm doing something dangerous by living my life this way? Or do you think we're not having it easy when it comes to like the cost of living and just waiting to have two times the value or the cost of a product before buying it is just impossible? Or is there a particular rule you live by in this context that helps you just manage how you buy things and not like going into debt because you want to make a purchase even when it's a necessity?
Okay, that's an interesting one actually, right? Because
Yeah.
the way I see it, I see things very very funny ways, right? Don't mind me. So like there are two ways, right? Two
Yeah.
things. So that particular phrase used to work, right? I think it was
Yes.
a phrase that was valuable in a particular time, right? In a
Time.
particular time
Yeah.
frame of our lives when things were stable, when inflation was not really
Mm-hmm.
through the roof, right? I think
Yeah.
it made sense to say, okay, to judge your affordability, you should be to buy this thing maybe like twice, then you know that you can
Mm-hmm.
comfortably afford this thing and then still have
Afford it.
something to
Yes.
fall back to, right? Just to judge
Mm-hmm.
affordability. But in a
Mm-hmm.
scenario like ours, the past 10 years, let's say 7 years, 7 to 10 years, Things have been
Mm-hmm.
increasing, changing prices, or every, I mean, go
Every
to
yeah,
market this week and then next week is a different price. And in that case,
exactly.
that's the part where you have debt financing. That's what I'll do, in my own opinion. Not spend all of my money on it. So debt
Okay.
financing is like what you did. You said you have 70% of the money saved, and you
Mm-hmm.
finance the
Mm-hmm.
remaining with 30%. Right? That
Okay.
way, maybe the remaining 30% is something you can survive on while you're able to pay back the loan.
The
But
loan. Yeah.
you get that way you're able to get what you need, because time value of a purchase is also very important. For example,
Yeah.
I'm giving context. Say maybe you're trying to
Okay.
get a bed, right? A
Mm-hmm.
bed costs about 300K or thereabouts. If
A
you're able to buy
mattress now.
a mattress, yeah, it costs about
Eh?
300K, 250K to 300.
Eh?
It
To
depends
sleep
on what you're
safe
getting.
cost.
Because
Sleeping is now expensive.
rest
Okay. Okay.
rest is expensive. But like, so if you have like 100K, right, saved up,
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense to borrow money to complete the purchase. Why? Because
Mm-hmm.
the back pain you get from sleeping on a bad bed, the sleep kind of sleep, the quality of sleep, the quality of life,
Yeah.
they are all costs. Yet, though they're not
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
like financial, like not paper costs, they are costs that
Mm-hmm.
you bear, that you rather
Intangible
just
cost. I'm taking a course
intangible.
on project
Thank you.
management and they taught me that. Yes.
Those are intangible costs that you'd have to pay,
Yeah.
right? Because of
Mm-hmm.
fixing a back pain or neck pains are the worst, actually. So that's a
Terrible. Mm-hmm.
of the purchase also very important. So if you're able to get maybe 50% of the money saved up, and the other 50% is finance. Debt financing is really what people do. I mean, the US is very
Yeah,
rampant.
yeah, yeah. In
Debt
the US,
financing
there's
helps
a
you to
structure for it.
exactly be able to like, oh, finance this with a loan. Then you need to live your life, still have some money to do your day-to-day expenses. Your
Mm-hmm.
operational funds is still solid, and that's the way me I think. Might not necessarily be able to afford two times. Only might not be able to afford it once. But if you're able to afford it, like, even 0.5, right? You should be able
There
to go for
you're
it. If
fine, you're
that
good to
you know
go.
is important, you need
Okay,
sure.
so on this financing thing, yeah, do you
Okay.
think there are structures already in Nigeria in like are there structures in place in Nigeria for it?
Yeah, I mean there's some, right. I mean there's buy now pay later. I mean they have a lot of
Oh,
fintechs like that do that. I think Credit Direct, but we're not doing promos there, so they don't pay. So
oh.
they're not paying you
Oh,
for that.
okay.
So lot of
No, I like because I
players
feel
like
like
that.
before I left, it wasn't a thing. So
No,
I'm kind
so
of
the thing is, it was majorly like on a if you know basis. It wasn't like very widely
oh.
known. A lot of people had buy now pay later for
Mm-hmm.
even banks. Like banks actually offer that too. If you have like um a salary account to them, they know that oh, okay, this is expected income. They can easily just give you a loan to cover some expenses. Yeah, there are stuff like that. There's different
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah. And I think loans are supposed to make our lives easier, but we do not like we don't even have knowledge on like of these things. We don't even know how to manage them. We don't know how to even go about them. It's very terrible. The US is like the capital of capitalism. They tell you that
Yeah,
they are helping you to make things like affordable for you. But by the time you
yeah,
calculate the amount you are paying back,
paying
you're
two
like,
times. Yeah,
see,
definitely,
do you understand? So like I'm like, okay,
definitely.
I don't really have the habits. Like here too, I have like credit card, but I do not like using it, honestly, because I'm always so scared because the interest rate is insane. Taking up loans can land you in serious hot trouble. Like if you're not careful. How do you weigh the benefit to the cost and know when it is time for you to wait till you're able to fully afford it, or when it is worth just taking that loan, taking that, just being in debt to just purchase it? Like, how do you define these things? Like, personally, how have you been able to know when it is time to get something and when it's like when you just need to chill?
I think depends on how much you think you need it. Or for example,
Okay.
right, if you are trying to get a loan for a laptop that you need to work,
Mm-hmm.
right, the work is going to
Mm-hmm.
bring in income.
More money.
So you
Yes.
are sure
Mm-hmm.
you'll be able to finance that particular loan. If you take a loan to buy, say human hair, for example, now, right?
It is,
That is
no. Human hair is an investment. I'm not going to because let me tell you the
okay.
mathematics of human hair. When you get one human hair, even if you finance it and you get it, it saves you money like the money you used to make your hair for like I don't even know how many weeks, how many months. It saves you money because you don't have to be going
Yeah,
into the
yeah.
salon to
I
make
was
your. It
getting,
saves you time because you don't have to sit down and
I
let
was
the
getting,
hairdressers make your hair. They use that
I was
time
getting
and
there.
the yes, yes.
I was
So
getting
human
there.
hair is a very good investment. Okay, okay, I'm
I'm,
listening.
I'm
I'm
not, I'm not
listening.
disputing that. And I was going to give context,
Okay,
right? That if you're buying
yeah,
human hair, right, and then
okay,
you don't your estimate that, oh, you don't want to do all of those recurring expenses for a long time, right? You just get
yeah,
the air and then you get to use it for a long time. And then if it's going to be
yeah.
also good for your business, right? You are the type that you are
Mm,
always online, you want to look good. It's an investment.
mm-hmm.
Do you get?
Yeah,
So that
actually.
is a
Mm-hmm.
forward investment. But if you're buying something that is not bringing you any value, and is not returning any form of like interest in terms of improved appearance, convenience, it's just something that you are
Yeah.
using. Okay, you borrow
Mm-hmm,
money to go
mm-hmm.
and eat is good, right? But like going to high-end restaurant to go and do you get do money for that kind of event, or you borrow money
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go to a
actually.
concert, do you get that's not something you want to do. So it's about
Yeah, it's not something of
weighing what you're
value.
trying to buy.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the ROI like? What is the ROI? Is it something that I would enjoy for a long period of time while I repay the loan,
Mm-hmm.
or something you just get like buying alcohol with loan does not make any sense, right?
With millions and
It's
thousands.
just
No,
like,
I am with you on
because
this because alcohol is bitter. I don't know why people spend so much money on alcohol. It's bitter. It is not healthy. It is why? Why would you spend so much money on something that will just make you and it will give you hangover? You're waking up the next day with headache. No, I'm with you on that
yeah,
one. I got a good job that was short lived and it has left, but it was a very like a well paying job. So it was easy for me to save because it was like, oh, okay. What I did was I did not use percentage because my math is terrible. Like I'm very bad with math. It was just going to give me a headache. So I just calculated my core bills and the remaining one I just took it to saving straight. Then when I finish paying on my call bills, maybe I'll have like just small change, then I'll leave it. Then if I need more, I'll go and take from my savings. That's what I was doing. I really it helped me because I do have like now I have the money that I can use to push my life a bit till I get a job. But I want to know if there's a more structured way of saving. Is it better to just have a specific percentage that you're like, okay, this particular percentage, I'm saving it and I'm not touching it under any condition, or because there's a need to have emergency funds separate, there's a need to have savings to meet a particular need as well separate. Like, how do you just do that whole structuring? It's a lot of calculation and you're in
yeah.
data. So has data analysis helped you in a way to understand these numbers?
So I think, I mean, like I said earlier, my savings is flexible. I'm flexible in the
Yeah.
sense that it depends on the season. If I'm entering a month where I know I'll be doing a lot of expenses, I mean, a lot of expenditures,
Hmm.
buying a lot of things, my savings in that particular period might not be as great as the next month when I'm not buying anything. So it
Oh,
makes sense
okay.
to always save first because the human mind does not know how to like um, to constrict itself. Do you get? On a daily basis, try to
Mm-hmm.
remind yourself when I need to save. It's better you just create a system where oh, whenever I get an income, I remove a percentage. The percentage is up to you based on what you have in plans for that particular month. For example, if you intend to buy food stuff for that month, for that
Mm-hmm.
particular month, you definitely not be like it should be part of your savings. Do you get?
Yes.
So taking out
Yes.
your savings first. Do you have any capital projects I'm working on that I need to do? Is there
Mm-hmm.
any major expense? No. Okay, I can add more to the savings. Okay, so it makes sense to take out your savings first because that gives you like how do I put this now? A closeted yeah, a closed gap. Like you're not trying to
Mm-hmm.
you not have more than what you have in your account after taking out your savings. But if your full amount is in your account, oh, there's no limits. It's just an extra $10, just an extra
Yeah.
$30. Before you know it,
Yeah.
$150 gone. Do you get? So I think it's uh it's it's a very good practice if people can have like a reasonable percentage. I don't want to give a percentage because in Nigeria right now, your savings is a function of how much you're earning. So for
Yes.
someone
Yes.
on 300,000 naira, you can't tell them to save 50% of their salary. It does not make sense.
Doesn't make
because you
sense.
spend
Yes.
you spend about 50% on transportation, on feeding. We don't talk about data.
Yeah.
We don't talk about, do you understand? So I think it's always a function
Mhm.
of how much you're earning. So the more you earn,
Mhm.
the more the percentage you're able to save. So as I said, like it's always flexible for me. Some
Yes.
months I don't have any savings at all based on, oh, I need to make these purchases, and that's also
Yes.
fine. Some months that you be able to save a lot, and some months you're not able to save so
Because you.
much, which is
Mhm.
also very fine.
Mhm.
I think that's where the flexibility comes, so that people don't put so much pressure on themselves. They have to, like, oh, you have money in your account, but you don't want to touch it. Oh, this is for savings, but having to go and borrow money again. Do you understand? So some people do
Yes.
it. So like
So
it's,
you. Why would you do that to yourself?
people do that.
That's a funny one. But I feel like maybe they're just trying to prove a point to themselves that they are disciplined
Yeah,
and they're
yeah,
not going to
yeah.
touch that money. Oh yeah, that's dangerous.
But I mean, that's the reason why you're actually saving.
Oh, okay. I feel like saving your money or saving a particular income, like that was said, it is easier when you see it from a flexible like POV. Like you don't see it as something that is like a do or die situation. You see it as you're saving your money for you. It's not like you're saving your money for I don't know why you're just keeping it and borrowing money when you need money and you have money. That does not make sense. So
Hmm.
it's better
Hmm.
when we're flexible with it, with the amounts we save, with the percentage we save, and I feel like it reduces the mental pressure in a kind of way
Exactly,
because for me it was
exactly.
just easy. Like it was easier. I could just like transfer and be like, oh, it's not like I need this money for anything. It's not like I'm going to use it now for anything. Just
Hmm.
stay here
Hmm.
and rest, and I spend this other one. And like you said, taking out your savings into a particular account is very very advisable because when you are staring at all the money in your bank account,
You feel powerful.
it is trouble. You'll be
You're
feeling
confident.
so.
You're very confident. You're like a
See,
billionaire.
I feel like another sad reality that we have to live with in our generation is it is harder for us to achieve the things that our parents achieved with ease now. For instance, traditional things like getting a property, buying land and buying house or building house, it
Buying
was
a car.
much more buying car. Exactly. Now it feels like something that would only like happen by chance. You hear most of us saying we've not gotten money for house yet. All the money where we get is not house money. Like we have to wait till by chance we hit it big, then we get house money and we buy. So it's not something that is even we even plan for as much as we're
Hmm.
supposed to. And it feels like we're caught up in this cycle of work, then you save, then one big expenses will come up, then you spend your money, then you
And
start saving
takes,
from the beginning
yeah,
again.
yeah.
And I feel like probably that is where investment comes in. I'm not sure
Hmm.
because I have
Hmm. Hmm.
never explored that path. And yes, I'm sorry to say this. Like, I feel disappointed in myself, so I've saying it out. Not like I've never invested in my life. Let me explain. I have done Binance, I have done crypto, crashed. Like, how would you tell someone to keep on investing when they invest and they don't get their money back? It's not better for me to spend my money, or
Hmm.
I should just use the money I should just save it and have it there that invest and not find my money anymore. So there was the time I did Binance. There was time I bought, I think Doge. Was it? I don't know. I should have bought one coin. I didn't even understand the coin I was getting. I won't lie to you. I just bought it and I found myself like sleeping and waking up on Binance. Like I wake up very early in the morning and I'm like checking it.
Check.
What is going on? What is happening? At the end of the day, I sold it at a loss because I was so scared that my money was going. I just sold it and I just like just got my money to myself. Then last year again, I started last year with the energy of I need to save. This year is the year I break free from poverty. I need to do things differently. Then I downloaded this like stock app like that where you can buy stuffs and buy stocks and all. Then I bought this particular one, but I did not understand what was happening. That was when Trump did that China thing. It went
Oh,
down again,
okay.
right? Boom. So like I've now again, like I just feel like now I've been able to save, but I've been finding it so difficult to move to that next phase of investing. I know like there are a lot of people saying different things online, but I think they don't really break it down to our level in a kind of way. So like how would you say you've been able to approach investments, investing? Are you finding it easy? What are you doing? What tools are you using? How is that for you?
Okay, that's an interesting one again, like I mentioned. So investment to me,
I ask
remember
only
I told you,
interesting questions.
yeah, yeah, actually. So like last year, right? I told you about the agile I was doing. It was more like just saving.
Yeah.
There was no return on the money you're saving, so it stopped making
Yes.
sense to me. I had to stop it.
Yeah.
So I took out the entire money and I put it into stocks, right?
Okay.
So stocks is like you're buying shares for a particular company, right? So when they do well, you get capital gains, right? You get
Yeah.
dividends. That's investment.
Yeah.
You could do mutual funds, you could do equity funds, you could do a lot of funds, you could do a fixed
Sorry,
income.
let me cut you there. You have to break this down, like break it
Sure,
down.
sure, sure.
So are you
Like,
telling me now that stocks and shares are actually like synonyms? They are the same thing. Oh, okay. So, but like shares, I thought shares was like a bank thing. I'm
no, no,
sorry
no.
if I sound so like money and
Finance wise,
financial stuff is not
it's
my
fine.
fault. Like,
It's fine.
okay, so shares is like you're buying a stake at a like with like at a company. You're
Basically,
buying like a part
yeah,
of the company. Oh,
exactly,
okay. So that's how stock works too.
exactly.
Oh, okay, okay,
When
okay,
the company's value increases, when the company's
okay.
share value increases, you're getting capital gains. So for example, you bought so you buy MTN, for example. MTN is listed on Nigerian
Yeah,
stocks. If you
yeah.
bought MTN earlier in the year last year, it was at about 250 or thereabout. It ended the year about at 600 naira a share.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's huge, right? So many companies like
Yes.
that actually did like almost 5x from beginning of January
Oh,
to end of January. So they're like how
oh.
stocks work. That's the good side. VFD VFD lost about 50% of their share value during the course of the year. Some companies also lose
Really?
value. Like yeah. I mean, it happens
Mm-hmm.
when investors don't feel like they don't feel confident in the management of the company basically. But let's talk about investment generally, right? There are many ways, there are many instruments you can use to invest your money. You could use the mutual funds, right? Mutual funds are like when you are very conservative, right? When you are very like you don't have high risk appetite, you prefer the return on your money even more than the return of investments, more than the ROI. You prefer your money to come back to you.
How does mutual funds work?
So mutual fund is like mutual, like literally mutual fund. Like
Okay.
the same way you have a job, right? But instead of
Yes.
we are packing every month, it's more like let's bring our money together to invest in different things.
Okay.
So uh people invest in fixed income, treasury bills, bonds, bonds. These are like the and then equities, right? Equities. The
Yeah.
four key instruments. Mutual fund is
Mm-hmm.
we bring money together, then we split the money into these four things. Do you get?
Okay.
We invest them in these four things, and then depending on your risk level, you can do
Yeah.
equity funds and maybe T bills. You could do basically a mix of the four. Do you get?
Oh,
And
okay.
that's like
Okay.
very one of the safest investments you can do. Fixed income too is something like literally fixed income. So your income is like, you need to get 7% on your investment, annualized rates of 7% or 12%, which is fine. Meaning, no matter what happens to the economy, you need to get back a particular fixed income.
Amounts.
You get
Okay.
a particular
Mm-hmm.
amount. Then you have treasury bills. Treasury bills are backed by federal government. The federal government is coming to borrow money from the public. Oh, borrow us this money to work on this particular project. We'll give you back
Oh.
a particular rate.
Mm-hmm.
I think T bills are tax free. So like those are kind of investment people do in Nigeria. T bills it could be 90 days, 180 days, or 365 days. Depends on when you need your money.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of putting money in the bank or just saving it in the bank, you
You
could be
can
put in
put.
mutual fund. You could put in any of these things, right? And then
Oh.
you get returns on your money. Do you
Oh.
get? So
Okay.
funds like that exist for equities now, right? For equities, just say last year I bought some stocks and I could tell you the total dividend I got. Dividends, right? Dividends are like when you buy like buy shares from a company now, right? And
Mm-hmm.
they declare profits. So they are mandated by law to share a particular percentage of the profits with the shareholders, meaning you that
Yeah.
depending on
Mm-hmm.
the amount of shares you
Yeah.
bought. So in total, I got almost 100K in total from all of the stocks I have.
Oh,
That's
really?
just,
It's not free, but yeah.
yeah, dividends are free money, and
Yeah.
the stocks I bought are also gaining, right? They're also gaining. The stock that I bought at 300 is 400. If the ones I bought at 4 naira,
Oh, it's like your
two
dividend is
naira,
not like the amount your stocks are gaining. No, it's
no,
different. Dividend
it's
is
just
like the interest that you got separately. Then your
no
stocks are
the
still like
profits.
increasing
Yeah,
in
yeah,
value.
stocks are selling. Yes, definitely.
Oh.
So,
Wait,
so that's
wait,
the
wait.
equity
This is
market.
sounding interesting. So, is there a particular app like that you use? I know we are not big yet, and it's not like free market, but I mean, we need to help each other out. Is there a particular
So,
app
so
you
I,
use
I
right
work
now?
I work at Cardinal Stone, right? And we
Uh,
do securities trading. So you call it securities trading, securities. You trade securities. We have
yeah.
stockbroking and we have like so you can trade with Cardinal Stone, right? And our rates are awesome.
Oh,
I'm
you
not trying
guys.
to
Oh, you're marketing your. Oh, what's going on here? Because I'm like, what's going on? Where are we headed? Oh, okay. You guys have like you have an app for that.
yes, yes. Just
Oh.
app.cardinalstone.com. Yeah. Just sign up
Oh, I
and
was even
then
thinking you were going to say bamboo. Oh, look at how this is looking
yeah.
like a PR stunt now. Oh,
So
oh,
so
okay.
so
That's
it's funny, the most interesting part is so because we have an asset management subsidiary. If you're interested in just investing your money, like oh you want to do funds because you're very
mm-hmm.
conservative. Like I said, the good part was when I told you that oh, I got dividends. I also lost some money in terms of like value depreciation of some stocks, right? Like the
Yeah,
lost value. You get so like if you don't have that kind of appetite, you could just do market and money market funds, mutual funds, equity funds, any of these funds. There's a balance fund that they balance the risk basically. So the
yeah.
rates are very also very interesting. That way, instead of putting your money in your just saving
Bank.
it in,
Mm-hmm.
yes, you can if it's kind of money that you need that you want access to very fast, you can put it in mutual funds. After 30 days, you are getting back almost 2% on what you invested. Almost
Oh.
2% free.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like that's just if you put it in your or let me say in any Nigerian bank right now, you're probably getting back maybe 0.03%. And
Percent.
that's
Mm-hmm.
if you don't withdraw more than three times in the entire month. So what I do is if I don't have any use for a particular amount of money for the next couple of months, if it's
Mm-hmm.
money I want to save, I push it to mutual funds or I push it to stocks.
So, how do you know the right
You
stocks
get
to
it.
buy?
I mean, that's the part where you do your research. Do your own research. You look at
Yeah.
oh, particular company. Are they promising? They look like they will not pack up anytime soon.
So
They
how
look
do you
like
vet that? Do you read about like maybe their financial reports? What kind of like what sites do you go to for this information? Is it Twitter trends like or like how do you track that?
so. Yeah, I mean, financial reporting. I read it sometimes, but for newbies, reading a financial report is probably going to be too much information for you.
Yes, yes, yes.
One thing to look at is what do they do? Do you get? Is this
Mhm.
some a business that are they like a major stakeholder or like a major stakeholder in that particular industry? Say for example, MTN
Mm,
is a big player in the
player,
telecoms
yes,
industry.
intercom,
You
yeah,
get
yeah,
in
telecom.
the oil and gas, you know that Seplat is a big company because they have Nigerian presence, they have the UK presence, right? So you know definitely you're
Mm,
sure that oh Seplat is not going anywhere anytime soon. Total
that's true.
also Dangote is definitely going to just pack up easily like that, right? So you look at
Mhm, mhm.
companies that actually have names and they've been growing over the years, right? So you want to put your money where I mean where you know oh you're going to get value, get returns, and then look at dividends. This particular company I'm trying to buy, do they pay dividends? If they pay dividends, it
Yeah.
means it might be a bit sustainable. GT Bank is a bank I think I might believe in, right? Or maybe you usually use GT Bank to receive money. Might I will just buy shares in the company in the
Mhm.
bank we are using, right? And then you just read about some of these companies. You see if people are talking about them in a good way or in a bad way. You get
By the way, yeah, yeah.
and then I see some Twitter guys also like share details or oh I think this is a good buy. Might not particularly recommend, might just tell you why they think might be a good buy.
Mhm.
It's not going to be a financial advice to or just do your own research, read about these companies, and then yeah, you could go ahead and buy shares.
Well, I have like three questions. I hope I do not forget them.
No,
I
that's
think the
fine.
first one is so from what you've said now, I feel like you're leaning in towards like saving and investing in naira. You're not really doing USD. Like, or are you?
No, not really.
Okay. Are you not scared of how Naira is fluctuating? Because, like, I hear people on different podcasts when they talk about money, investments, and all of that in Naira, like, or in Nigeria. Most of them are like, it's best to just change your money to USD first before you keep it somewhere, so that way you're sure that the value is not going to, it's not going to depreciate as like fast, because the value will still be intact, like to an extent. So do you feel the same way, or you are just like, I'm here in Nigeria, I'm spending Naira, I cannot kill myself?
But how am I thinking about it? So that's like I think it's one of the biggest myths, right?
Oh,
If you're in finance space, right,
space.
and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if you're in finance space, you know definitely for sure that yeah, there's what's it called? Deflation, there's inflation, there's maybe price changes, the valuation of naira. Yeah, that is a valid. You get that's valid when there is serious hike in the what's it called, the exchange rate. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
in a case where you have a stable exchange rate, whether you invest in naira, whether you invest in dollar, what is most important is what's the net return, what's the percentage return you're getting back.
Okay.
I mean, for context now, let's say you're investing in dollars now, right? You get um you get back 10%.
Okay.
Most dollar
Mm-hmm.
investments are like capped. Most of them I've seen, right? The highest percentage
Mm-hmm.
I've seen is 7%.
Okay.
7%. But when you look at Naira investments, you can get as high as 30%, 20 something percent. That's already
Oh.
like suit any form of what's it called? Like instability in the exchange rate. Because whether if you
Hmm.
convert Naira to what's it called, to dollars, right? Let's say you're
That,
getting back,
yeah.
let's say like $500. 7% on that is how much? 7% on $500 is
I
about
laugh
35.
it. I don't ask me
It's
questions.
about it's about 35.
Don't do this to me.
It's about 35.
Beg, don't embarrass, don't shame me.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's about seven what's it called? About $35, right? On that
Mm-hmm.
dollars. But in Nigeria, you are you are able to get up to 25%, which is two hundred and fifty
Mm.
thousand naira. $35 to naira is now up to 50,000 naira. Do you get?
Mm. Yeah,
Does it
yeah.
make sense to really invest in dollar or invest in naira?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Do you
So
get?
it's doesn't make
More
like,
about
it does not make a huge difference per se. So it's not really about the currency. It's just about investing right.
yeah, it's about how much I getting back. What's the return? What's the return going to look like? The return on dollar investment are always very small. In the US, I think is between 4 to 5% that you even
They
get
are very
if you
stingy with money over there. Very stingy
yeah,
people.
very stingy money. But if you borrow money from them, bro, you used to pay through your just
See,
they have
see,
high lending rates, what
the
no
the way the
interest rates.
system there is structured, it is structured to draw people's blood dry. Like the way the
Yes.
US works,
Yeah.
the way it operates, the way capitalism works over there, it is crazy,
It's
crazy.
crazy.
But I think
It's
the
crazy.
blessing, or the good part of it, is that people earn well there. So like it covers up for like the other parts. You will not dip it too much because you're earning well, and it's dollar anyway. But that's by the way. And that thing is, have you like ever explored investing in crypto?
Yep.
Or do you still that
Bro,
laughter
I
is
mean
saying so many things. Do you still
I
do
think
crypto, or you've like left it already? Like you've resigned to say that crypto is not your thing, or you're still into it. And like what was your experience like investing in crypto?
I mean some money in crypto actually. I love some. I mean crypto is you win some, you lose some, or you lose more. So so like I think for me it was 2020, 2021. Yeah, about
Mm-hmm.
5 years ago. That was when I Dodge, same Dodge you're talking about. I bought Dodge for people sell then, and it gave good returns. I think I had almost 10x or thereabout. Do you
Oh,
get? I had almost
are you able
10x.
to withdraw it? Like you're able to cash out?
Yeah, I would do some. Yeah, the part that when BTC went tanked, I think about May 2021. Yeah, I was on
Yeah.
my way to camp, so there was no network. I could not do anything. So just
Yay!
going down, and going down.
Yay!
Just I just cried. I was on my own.
You, bro. Crypto, why? I feel like crypto is the riskiest kind of investment ever. Like investing in cryptocurrency. It's like you can have this very big gain, this very huge gain that changes your life forever. And you can face this huge loss that will not leave you the same way.
Yeah, yeah. So I think what the major player for crypto is, I think people usually get greedy with it. I was greedy. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm not going to lie. I was greedy because what do you mean $50 turned to almost 1,000, right? And I could
Mm,
have just withdrawn that, but
yeah.
because the
When I used to get to
insatiable
5K or 50K.
understand. So like
Let me
that's the
throw.
thing. If you're able to cap your earnings, I know people that made it
Yeah.
big from crypto, like big, not
Yeah,
small,
actually.
100K up to 100K. Just
Are you
bought, I think he
serious?
made up 250K or thereabout. He used 100K to buy a citizenship somewhere. I'm not going to mention, and
Mm-hmm.
that was it. He left the
Are
country
you
and he's
serious?
made for life.
Hell God, I
People
beg.
made good money from crypto, like good, really bad money, like, and then so the greedy part is when you are unable to take profit. You get,
Yeah.
you don't take profit because paper money is not real money. The money
Mm-hmm,
that is your
mm-hmm.
own is what you can touch, you can feel
Yes, yes,
until you
yes,
withdraw
yes.
it, that I can see it. And that's what I should have done, right? Maybe converted some, take profit, reinvest, take profits, reinvest. That would
Yeah,
have
I think
split it
that's the
so
best way. Just ensure that you're
yes.
taking
Even for
profits like in
even
bits.
for equities.
Stock,
Equities also
yeah.
like a bit volatile. If I trading stocks, it's also very a bit volatile. You always have a trading strategy. Oh, when I get a particular percentage, let me take profit and leave the capital. At least you know that if it goes down, you've taken
You've gotten
some
your
amount of
money.
you've
Yeah.
gotten your money back, and then it's just the ROI that is bringing back money. You get, that's the part of
Yeah.
having a trading strategy too.
Yeah, I think like right now, I'll try to just invest something this year, this month, so I can break that jinx, like, and just know and say out loud to the world that I have started investing. But
Invest
I
stock
feel like I'm going
market.
to go for something very low risk. Like I do not have any
Yeah,
appetite
that
whatsoever
makes sense. That
for
makes sense.
risk or for loss. Like I don't want to lose my money.
Your
I want
money. That
my
makes
money.
sense.
And
Honestly,
it's very bad because the biggest players in these spaces are people who are risk takers, people that
yes.
can just take calculative ones though, not people that will just jump in
Should
blindly.
I should I say something that you find very interesting?
Yes, please.
The top 1% billionaires in the US,
Yeah.
the top 1%, right?
Mm-hmm.
About 60% of their net worth, right, is
Mm-hmm.
in the exchange, like is on
Really?
equities. Most of them don't do
Really?
real estate. Most of them don't do real estate.
Mm-hmm.
The top 10% of billionaires in the US, right, or billionaires or millionaires in the US, they maybe like 20% of maybe 20% or maybe 10 to 20% of their worth is into real estate.
Are you
But like they
serious?
have up to like 40% exposure in the market.
Yeah, I feel
That's
like
why
that's really
when you
mm-hmm.
hear, oh, maybe, the market went down, you hear people say, oh, Warren Buffett's net worth dropped.
Dropped.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because their net worth is tied to equity market.
That is insane. That is where the money is. Like
Because the money
just
could
need
go
to
crazy,
the
crazy.
money is
Like,
crazy. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, that's the return
yeah.
is crazy.
How? And then there is us. No, I don't even know where we're headed. Is there any particular financial advice you've ever heard? Maybe someone has given you, or you heard somewhere, you're like, what is this person saying? What kind of rubbish is this? Like, have you ever heard any financial advice that has taken you aback? Like, what exactly are you saying? Do you know what you're saying? Like, maybe the way somebody is living their life financially, or just a principle somebody lives by, and you find it totally absurd. Like, why? Is there anyone?
I think it's more like when people say there's no tomorrow, tomorrow they like mad.
Ah!
Like, there's
Spend
tomorrow
like
like
there's no
mad.
tomorrow. Enjoy your life,
There's
baby.
tomorrow
But,
like
but
mad.
tomorrow is not guaranteed. That's it. Tomorrow is not
Right?
guaranteed. Spend,
Right?
splurge, splurge. I think there's one I heard. I found it very weird the first time I heard this, but I feel like that's the best financial advice ever. It says
Uh-huh.
spend the money because you do not have a spending problem. You only have like an earning problem. You're not earning enough. That's why you're broke. Not because you don't know how to manage your money. So spend and work towards increasing your earning power and you'll be good. I feel like it's okay because if you look at it very well, look at it deeply with scrutiny. The problem is not that we're spending. How much am I spending? How much are you spending? We're not
No,
just
so
earning enough. I know you're looking at me now like I'm saying gibberish, but
no, 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 to be honest, no, 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 I said at that time that like I'm not of the school of thought that oh, there's a fixed amount of money, your percentage that must be saved, right? As I
yeah.
said that oh, someone on a 300K salary or 200 on the average in Nigeria, like we had the
Mm-hmm.
maths, the data was there, like it said less than 5% of Nigerians have up to 500,000 in their accounts. You
Yeah.
get who earn up to 500,000 in monthly, right? So you
Yes.
can't tell people earning 200,000 naira to save 50% of their salary. No, it's not
Yeah.
possible,
True.
right?
True.
You,
Like.
I feel like yeah, there's the earning part of it, but there still should be like that's oh because you want to prepare for cases when rainy day you want to
Mm-hmm. Unaware. Yeah.
everything unaware. Do you get at least you to have something that will shock you before you ask for help.
Yeah,
Does that
that's
make
true.
sense?
Yeah, don't know. It makes complete sense. It makes total sense. In fact, when I actually first heard this advice, I was like, this thing does not make sense. But I can say partially it does because there are some kind of money, like there's a kind of amount that you earn, and saving is no longer your problem. Unless you're a
Sure.
very reckless person, like you're a reckless
Mhm.
spender. It
Mhm.
becomes easy to save. It's like you are living the life and you still have money stacked up somewhere. So yeah, there's the earning problem. But like you said, even with the little that we earn, maybe we should always try to save for rainy days because but it just feels like it's always raining though.
Yes,
Just
yes,
an aside. Like
yes.
it's always raining. There's always an emergency popping up somewhere. And yes, I almost forgot to ask you this question. How do you handle black tax with savings? Like how do you handle being generous or giving and in a way that it doesn't bite into your savings. Because I feel like all of us, yeah, in a way, we have people that we're responsible for financially, maybe not fully, but people that you just feel like you should show up for them financially. And also, we have some people that we are not responsible for, but they feel like they're entitled to our money. And they feel like we're
Mhm.
supposed to show up for them financially as well. But like there's a thing where you've removed the amount you want to spend, you've saved the one you want to save, then somebody shows up out of nowhere asking for financial help and they don't understand that, all this thing is just all these things packaging. How do you handle that? Is it that you set out a particular amount that this is what I'm giving out? When it finishes, it finishes. Or you know the people that you're obligated to give and you're like, these are the people that I'm giving. Any other person that comes, everywhere dry or like how do you just handle like being generous and doing your obligations as an African when it comes to black tax or as a Nigerian and also like being strict with your finances?
I think for me, I mean, I think I've been lucky, so that I've not really experienced black tax so much,
Okay.
and I
Mm-hmm.
think the other part is also that um, for me, people I feel like I'm responsible to, like oh my parents and my babe, right? My parents and my babe,
Okay. Are you the
and maybe like
last born?
yeah, I'm the last one. I'm the last child.
Yeah, enjoy. I feel like I know your siblings. Like, what's going? Oh, okay, okay. Balloon for you,
That's
balloon. You're
another
enjoying, you're
interesting thing.
enjoying.
That's another interesting part too, right? For my siblings, I'm not a responsibility for them. For
Yeah,
all of my siblings, my sister, my brother, we've never been like, oh, the responsibility or for my sister.
yeah.
What are that mentality that oh, you need to get things right so that I don't become a
Something for
liability to
yourself.
someone else.
Mm-hmm.
You get things for yourself. So if you need help, people will be more willing to help you than oh, is every
Mm-hmm.
time you're always asking for help. Yes.
Yeah,
So like for me, if
yeah.
I'm asking my brother or I'm asking my sister for money, they know that oh, it's because I actually need this thing.
You
Not
really
like
need
oh,
it.
I'm just
Mm-hmm.
trying to periodically beg them for money.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, black tax, there's a budget. I do a lot of budgeting, right? I do a lot of budgeting
Yeah.
in my head. But I'm once it exceeds a particular amount, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not able to help. Maybe next month I might be able to help. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, that's true. That's nice. That makes sense. You know, we established that like there is an earning problem. Is there something
Mhm.
you've done? I mean, before you got like your very maybe like stable job and everything, is there something have you ever had to like navigate a phase of instability or a phase where you're trying to like up your earnings? So is there anything you
Mhm.
think people can do to up their earning like game or up their earning will I say ability now or their earning bracket right now? Are there like platforms they could explore? Are there things you think they could do?
So I think it's not a straight answer because like the job
Yes.
market is really crazy, very very
It is
crazy,
crazy.
especially
I
in
mean, the
Nigeria.
job market. Maybe I should even advertise myself on the pod. Mo wash it. I did find job. Oh. But yeah.
I think one of the key things that is important is upskilling.
Yes.
When there's a point where it becomes very valuable that you can be one of the most sought after. Then
Yeah.
upskilling and then visibility. How visible are you? People know what you're doing. Most of the jobs I
Mm-hmm.
got as far as that were for I know I have an opening, did the interview, and got the job. You get
Yeah.
like let people know what you're up to. Like let people know people in your circle are aware about what things you do, the kind of things you can do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Helps because when opportunity comes, you want it to meet you prepared, right? Not
Prepared. Yeah.
unprepared. And then I think visibility in terms of being active on LinkedIn, active on Twitter, there are jobs on Twitter. Don't just use Twitter to catch
I
position.
deleted my
Use
Twitter.
oh
Should
I just
I deleted my Twitter for threads. I want to be active on threads now. And I'm like, should
uh,
I go back to Twitter? I just felt it was becoming too toxic for me. That was why I left.
so, I mean, I've learned to filter out the things that I mean, filter the noise, right? Just look beyond
Mm-hmm.
the noise, look for what you want to see actually, and then apply. Try to apply to as many times as possible. I
Yeah.
apply
It's a numbers game.
so it's a numbers game a lot of times,
Yeah.
but don't just make it a numbers game. Make it a favorable numbers game in the sense that when
Hmm.
you accept application, it's something that you know that oh, if you were the HR, you'd accept this person. In terms of presentation of your CV, the motivation letter, you're applying for the right role that fits your skills, or you're tuning your CV to fit the skills. Do you get? And
Yeah.
I mean, I can't stress this enough. Upskilling and visibility. Upskilling in the sense that you get to a level where you are more confident about what you do,
What
right?
you
And
do,
then
yes.
out there, because you sound, to be honest, some people it's not just the issue is not just about getting interviews. It's not about passing interviews because you don't sound confident about what you are also doing.
Yes.
You can't even convince your friends about what you do. So how do you want
Yeah.
to
How do you
like
want to convince the HR or the
yeah.
interviewer?
Like,
Yeah.
what gives you confidence is that upskilling. When
Mm-hmm.
you have that confidence, oh, they can't ask you questions that you know to answer
You'll be able
regarding
to
your
answer. Hmm.
that's why I feel like upskilling is primary and then visibility. Any way you can improve your visibility to know your friends are aware, their friends are aware about
Aware
what
of
you
what you
do.
do.
Because
Mm.
to be honest, let me say there's no job outside, but there are jobs outside, but like jobs that actually will pay you well are majorly going to be referrals.
Yeah.
And I can't refer a job to you if I don't know what you actually do.
Well,
You
that's
get
true.
if I don't know what you do. So
And
yeah,
and
and then
that's one thing that I want to do during this my phase of joblessness. Of being unemployed. Like I want to start because I'm pivoting again for like the hundredth time in my career. I'm pivoting into project management, and this time I'm I know that okay, this is what I want to do for a very long term. I'm taking a course on it already, and I'm like I'm going to be very vocal about it. I'm making content about it. This is my
mhm,
journey. I'm currently unemployed. I'm upskilling. This is what I'm learning, and I'm like I just need to put myself out there because at the end of the day, there are kind of like roles I want, specific roles I want, and I'm very sure that these are the kind of roles that are coming like that people would get via referrals. So I need to be as
mhm,
loud as I can. So that advice, like just
definitely.
upskilling and being out there, very important because at the end of the day, nobody's going to come to you in your corner, your little corner, to
That's
hand
true.
you
That's
the kind of life you
true.
want. You
Somebody
have to go out to get it. Like
grab
nobody's going to give
grab
it to
this.
you. Grab it,
Yeah.
yes. Nobody's going to give it to you. So that's really good. We're about to like round up this conversation. It's been a very interesting one, and I've enjoyed every bit of it. But like, I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
What is the most important money habit you feel like you've been able to build over time? That one money habit, the most important one that you feel like you've been able to just build over time. What's it?
Think. Yeah, budgeting, right? Budgeting and planning. That's one
Budgeting.
of the things that
Mm,
I've said it a lot of times, right? Budgeting and planning. It has
mm-hmm.
helped me to be to know that, oh, this is spendable, this is not spendable. Sometimes
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm telling someone I'm broke, not because I don't have any money to spend, but because I've exceeded my,
Maxed
or
out.
I'm almost done
Mm-hmm.
into my spendable, and then being able to separate your money to different accounts. My first bank is where my card is connected to, and that's where my spendable is. So
Mm-hmm.
others, I don't always have like easy access to them. Even though it's
Yeah.
like an emergency fund, not savings, an emergency fund, I don't have a direct access to it. So I know that if I'm going to go through that other stress, the what I'm going to buy is worth it,
What's it?
or is just
Yeah.
an emergency. Do you get? And then
Mm.
if you can save first before you spend, yeah, that works too.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's a very good one. So the last thing is, what is that one money habit you think everybody needs to stop already? Nigerian context. What's that one thing you think we do and we need to just stop and just cut the crap?
I I think it's a
Say
difficult
it.
one,
Don't be
right?
afraid. Eh?
So the one I had in mind before was, oh, don't spend before before the money comes. Do you
Mm.
get? I was gonna say that, but like, I mean, when you now think about it, in the sense that was what I did in my NYC, right? Before the money came, I had borrowed money, I'd done this. So money is coming, I'm just
You're
repaying
paying
loans.
debt.
I'm paying that,
And you're
withdraw it
getting broke.
again. I'm getting
That's
broke
that's
again.
a crazy cycle.
I
Uh-huh.
also think, the habits I think might also help is, um uh what's it called, keeping track of what you spend money on is very, like, it
It's
can
very
really help you to
important.
manage your money. Like, it can really help you to
Oh.
manage it. By the time you're saying that, oh, I've spent almost 50% of my money on just food
Mm-hmm.
alone. To get, you
Yeah.
have to actually think, oh, is this food really worth it? This is why I'm broke. You understand? Like,
Does
you
it
to
make
know
sense?
where your money
Yeah.
is going to. You need to track well. You need to manage things better.
Oh, okay, okay. But you've not still said that money habit everyone should stop. Oh.
I don't know. I think for I think it's just spending on spending based on vibes. Yeah, I think that's one thing we should stop.
Yeah.
Spend one on vibes. Yeah, living on vibes is, I don't know, it's not sustainable.
Be
It's not a system.
intentional. Yeah.
I mean, at
Let's
times
all of
when
us.
you want to relax a bit, yeah, cheat day works. Realize at the end of the year, you're able to pinpoint, oh, this was one good thing I spent money on. This was one valuable thing I
Mm-hmm.
spent money. This is amount of savings I have. This is like something tangible that I've said, oh, I did this with my money. Do you
Mm-hmm.
get? Just, oh, there's some vibes. Oh, this you buy it. This one you buy it. Then another year you're able to comfortably say, oh, I have this saved up. Oh,
Amount.
or I want to
Yeah.
hit this particular target. Or I want to achieve this with this amount.
Yeah.
Because I think adulthood, a lot of people also don't know that we need to also spend money investing in ourselves, right? In terms
Yeah.
of, like, the upskilling, for example, getting certifications. There are some things
Yes.
that we should also be factoring in. So if you're always spending on vibes, you won't be able to think of how to even invest in yourself.
Yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. You're just giving us all these words of advice, of wisdom, of power. It is not easy. So, in one word, how would you describe your relationship with money? In one word, just one word.
Hmm. That's hard. Mm, loving.
I would have asked you to explain that, but we've run out of time already. Because I'm like, what do you mean by your relationship with money loving? Very interesting, though. Very interesting. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on, like, on this
Thank
board
you
and
for
just talking
having
to us
me.
about money. Your financial money habits. And I feel like everyone would have learned one thing or two from this conversation. And you guys too, feel free to join the conversation. What do you guys think about money, investment, savings, and we'd just like to know what you think, basically. And that, but with everything you know about money, your money habits, and things you've done so far, and how you've been able to manage yourself so far, do you think you already have the financial aspect of your life figured out?
No, no, not fully figured out.
Yep.
Actually,
Okay. Still,
there,
last.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, it is a continuous process. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I think we're actually done. So if you've listened to this point, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and do all those like really nice things. Share this episode with a friend. That friend that you know that they spread money anyhow. Just share this episode with them. If you have somebody, somebody that spends money on vibes, send this episode to them, and send this episode to anybody that conversations on money is just very difficult to have. So if you want to advise
Yeah.
somebody on their spending habits and you don't know how to say it, just forward this episode to them. It's to do the work. And so, all right, thank you so much. And